Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over your Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge with the IVRL Pinkett Ford Truck Series live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, or the Signature Esports platforms. These drivers are out here qualifying for one of the premier racetracks in the world, and that is going to be the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. These drivers look like they're going to be having quite the race here. 65 laps. Thanks for the like out there, Travis. Thanks for all the shares out there. I'll get to those here in just a little bit as these drivers start to get themselves worked in. There is your qualifying order at the moment as they start to figure a few things out. We do have driver cams up today. We have pretty much everything ready to rock and roll. IVRL gave us a big old share. McKinney Racing gave us a share. Cody McKinney gave us a share. George Hill gave us a like. Harvey Abrams gave us a like. Travis, of course, gave us a like. Appreciate you very much to everybody out there. Much love to you. And always good to see the field out there that is on Facebook, Twitch. I appreciate all the watchers out there. And I appreciate everybody doing what you do. Qualifying is going to end. We're going to go through and got some new things for you as we're going to take a look at where we are. And I believe that's going to be this one right here on your screen. Indianapolis Motor Speedway, 65 laps for the drivers here in the Pinkett Ford Truck Series. They're going to start loading up, and we'll get through the starting grid. A ton of fun for this racetrack, 4 corners, and very little banking for them. Start-finish line just about 3/4 of the way, almost I would say, what is it? It's 200 feet past the midway mark here for the drivers. So let's go over your starting grid here for the race. Patrick Gaspar fastest on the racetrack. Derek Schilling's going to be the outside pole sitter, so the 86 and 87 line it up respectfully. Nick Pressey there in the 94. He's going to have third spot with Randy Henshaw to his outside with the new Henshaw cars. Number 12 saw that, shared that out there on Facebook. Good to see him have some fun with that. Tyler Werner and Harvey Abrams is going to be the row number 3 for those two. Charles Jurek and Stephen Prosser there in row number 4. James in the number 43 is going to have Sam to the outside of him. In row number 5, AJ Ramirez in the mix with our good buddy George Jewell, the 07, making a start there in row number 6 in that 12th position. And moving on down, looks like Jaden Gimble, TJ Handley, those drivers going to be there in row number 7. Joey McKinney, Cody McKinney, the McKinney family making up row number 8. Keaton Swain, Charles Van Scoik, that'll make up row number 9. Anthony Zirkle and Cade Gimble, all of those drivers ready to rock and roll. They're going to pace around here. We're going to throw up some stats and some other stuff that I was working on all the way through. And I'm pretty excited for it. Hopefully you are all excited for it as well. This is myself, bottom of your screen, Signature Esports. My name is Jason. That is the driver there for you. Appreciate everybody. DK says get it, number 61. And the IVRL Pinkett Ford Truck Series ready to rock and roll for you. Drivers looking to capitalize here. Most race wins. Keaton Swain has 2. Nick Goebel 2. Patrick Gaspar has 2 as well. Cody McKinney, Joe McKinney. It's supposed to be Joseph McKinney, so apologize about the typo there. Charles Jurek, Jaden Gimble, Luke Knupp, Brian Huntley Jr., Corbin Balky out there. Nick Pressey, all those drivers with a single win itself. And, man, I'm ready for it. Hopefully you're ready for it. Ticker on top of the screen is going to show you the top 10 in points, my streaming schedule, and the next race, so keep that going. Big old love from the mama, DK. That's your mom. Appreciate you. I love it. All perfect stuff. Hopefully you're having a fantastic evening out there, folks. And we're going to get some of this racing ready to go. And it's going to be a ton of fun. I'm excited. Hopefully you are ready to go. We'll keep up on some race stats a little bit later. PinkettFord.org, the title sponsor here for the series. Go to PinkettFord.org, find a way to donate. 65 laps, 163 and some change on the mileage. I call it the 160 just for that. 80% fuel, 4 tire changes, 2.5 miles in length, 104 degrees is the track temperature, so it's blistering hot. We're going to see these drivers really try to focus here and get themselves into some smooth sailing. Fireball Woody out there, race time at Indy. You aren't lying. Start, restart zone. Green flag's going to wave. A little bit squirrely early. But they're ready to go. We're going to get up to about 170 miles an hour on the start of the race, about 181 to 187 into the corner, depending on if they're in the draft or not. The 87 of Derek Schilling to the outside. Everybody trying to work it as turn 1 gets busy for the drivers. Turn 2 looking about the same. The back straight is a lot of moving, breaking up the draft, trying to work your way around. Gaspar has a lot of company with the 87 there with him, as this looks like it's already going to be busy. We watched Pocono yesterday and the Kickin' Asphalt Truck Series. Turn 3, very busy, as these drivers still working 2 by 2 back there. Harvey Abrams in 5th, trying to get past the 12 of Henshaw, and he's going to be right there on the back bumper. He was able to clear Tyler Warner back there. They're doing a pretty phenomenal job. Gaspar holding on for dear goodness, as he has the lead 0.4 of a second over the race at the moment. So IVRL Pinkett Ford Truck Series starting to get busy, as we're taking a look at what they're going to be able to do as lap 2 is still continuing. We'll go and take a visit with some of our drivers. One of those drivers is going to be Cody Mckinney, who's already up 3 spots as this driver drives the HMG Innovations Ford Mustang. He has got his gloves locked and loaded and ready to get down. That back straight looks like they're not hardly moving, but I promise they are cruising there to the inside of the 97 of TJ Hanley. Hanley's going to be right there battling side by side. Hanley, another driver that we have in the featured driver view. See, he is there he is. There's his camera. He's loading up. He's going to be right there in front of him. 2 Fords battling it out. Hanley and Cody Mckinney trying to make that long run work. George Jewell had to jump to the pits for some reason. Something going on with George. Hopefully he's doing all right. Looks like he is in and out of the racetrack. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. The 97 working at Anthony Zirkle. Well, Mr. Zirk, he's just chilling back here. The number 61 Ford. Oh man, I've got his camera all messed up. Let's fix all that while we have an opportunity here for Mr. Zirkle. I don't like to have that stuff working the way that it does. We will fix that real quick. Apologies about that, folks. We'll get his camera all worked together, as you're going to see me move some stuff around here. Discord kind of probably changed there a little bit. I think that's what happened. So we'll get that fixed and get him loaded in the right way. And apologies about this all at the same time. You see how things are working for me. We'll leave it right there. Apologize about that. I usually have it working, and he's working. That's for darn sure. He's up 4 spots trying to go around Hanley. And Hanley falling back right now. The 97 has a little inside damage at the moment. So there's the 61. Derek Schilling is there as well. Derek Schilling off 4 from the start of the race, but his hands are working. I think he moved his camera for me, so we're going to have to fix his as well, as we'll get him rolling here. Do apologize about the last minute stuff. Sometimes these drivers do what they got to do, but he's got some right side. There'll be an opportunity to fix that a little bit later. Thank you to the drivers for being a part of the series. Not only that, but they're getting out there running and having their mugs on there. I try to be as prepared for them as I possibly can. There they are. 86 of Gaspar holding on for dear life. And go Zerk, says Fireball Woody, getting some Zerk getting a lot of love. Might be the popular driver here. 1.16 seconds the difference. Nick Pressey and Harvey Abrams trying to make some things work here as the series continues to increase. Thank you to everybody out there on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. And you folks are absolutely killing it. Thank you to each and every one of you. As we're going to see what Gaspar is going to be able to do here. He's got a pretty hefty lead here, 53.89 on his last lap. Fastest lap of the race was not run by him, though. That would have been Nick Pressey back here, who ran a 53.29. I don't see anybody else running any faster than that, but Keaton Swain just ran his fastest lap of the race, the 95. 2 wins on the season, trying to make some things work. There to the inside, has a move, has a bead. The 95 trying to hold on to that 11th spot, maybe make a gain here on the 78. As that Toyota is all over the back bumper of the 78. 87 is going to be right there as well. Cody Mckinney trying to make it work as well. Cody Mckinney with a race win here. We were talking about it just a second ago, and man, he's gotten himself into some action and having a ton of fun with it. Let's see, most laps completed by a driver. Well, that's going to be Joseph McKinney, the number 18. He has the most laps completed by any driver in the series, and that does include a race win there. So the number 18 has that statistic for you. And the driver that has we're looking at the best average finish, that'll be Cody McKinney, and the number 1 car is the number 1 currently in 8th. His best finish, his average finish with 10 plus starts is going to be 6th. So he's having a decent day. Folks, I'm trying to make all this stuff work for you. Trying to make sure that we have all of the fantastic overlays, the best things that I could do for you. That's for darn sure. So thank you very much for everybody putting in the effort, watching the series, and allow me to try to work and do more. Patrick Gaspar, your race leader, 1.2 seconds, and now I think those lap times might start to be a little bit more inclined to be a little bit more close, because into turn 1, he's going to be a little bit slower out of the corner exit. We'll see what he does. About 5 or 10 laps is what you can get on these tires and still be almost full throttle around this track. After that, you're going to want to start lifting. You're going to want to start prepping yourself for your corners. And down the backstretch, the 86 is going to be the leader at the moment. Here's the gyro cam as he approaches turn 3, down into the corner. You see how far he gets to the rumble strips, and then exits back out into turn 4. Almost the same thing. Feather the throttle there. He's still almost full throttle, 8 laps in. And the gyro cam up next to the wall. He's going to try to break the draft of Nick Pressey behind him as you see him move around the racetrack here to try to get himself any kind of freedom as he gets into turn number 1 on the front stretch, lap 9 being completed. He lifts into the corner just a little bit there, so he's going to carry out of the corner very nicely. All of the drivers looking to have some fun. There's my Fallout 76 friend, Mr. Jurek. I was able to play Phasmophobia with him just the other day. And I tell you what, that guy right there, he was a lot of fun. He was a lot of fun getting in there gaming with us. PinkettFord.org is going to be your best bet as Jurek goes to the inside of the 9 side-by-side for the 2 racers here. The 2 Fords trying to work together. Right behind the 68 of Stephen Prosser there. He's got the area at 68 on lock. Down to the backstretch, Jurek really getting into, or down to the front stretch, Jurek really getting into that Indy zone and able to drive it into the corner. Might be able to pull away here as the 9 of Harvey Abrams is going to be battling side by side with the 68. Corner exit of 2. Higher line trying to find grip, and right now the 9 will have the wall, and the 68 of Prosser will try to take away 4th here. Good little battle for the drivers. Warner's going to be right behind the 68 as the 2 Chevys try to catch back up to the Fords. Patrick Gaspar, 1.47 seconds to lead here. As with 80% fuel, they're going to be looking at a maybe 2 pit stops here, somewhere around 20 to 22 laps. We might be able to see two pit stops out of these drivers, and that's me, my best guesstimation here. Crossing the stripe, completing 10 laps. Vocal break, time to hydrate. Love you all. I will hold and we'll follow along. Thank you to Little Mexico, Rich Parker, for the like and the share of the stream. Appreciate you very much. Paula out there giving us a stream. Marlino giving us a stream as well. I'm sorry. I think it's Mary Lean. I think that's your name. If I'm saying that incorrectly, I do apologize, but we love you. Top Esports giving us some hydrates. We'll make sure that we get those rewards taken care of. out there on Top Esports. Much love to you. You're going to join us. You're going to join me tomorrow. Once again, Top Esports is going to be the platform that we're going to be on. I want to thank everybody that we just completed our follower goal. We had a follower goal on Twitch for 500 followers. 527 it was the goal. So now we're gonna make a new goal. Is going to be 540. So we need 13 more followers out there. So I appreciate you very much. Thank you to Twitch for having that available. 2.6 seconds, the difference between Nick Pressey and Patrick Gaspar, who's kind of just walking away with it. Anthony Zirkle had an issue. Let's see what happened here. I see the dang it in the stream. Did you get a high on the corner exit? Oh, up into the wall. Were you able to? Oh, nosed into it. Upside down, inside out. You know what's coming. You know what's coming. Mr. Zirkle, my man. Upside down, inside out. Helicopter award. Back to live here. As Nick Pressey tries to close the distance, Charles Jurek doing a phenomenal job. His last lap was that in comparison, a little bit better than Nick Pressey, about 8/100ths of a second better. I'm sorry, 16/100ths of a second better than Patrick Gaspar. And the math is probably wrong on that one because the relative just did its weird thing. Last 5 lap times, bottom of your screen. Jurek closing the distance on lap 10, 11, and 12. But on 8 and 9, Jurek Pressey was pulling away from Jurek. So that's the difference. It's when tires start wearing out and folks trying to find their rhythms. That's going to be what it is. Patrick Gaspar to Nick Pressey. Well, he's just pulling away a little bit at a time. TV1 for the 86. There's your last 5 lap times. Are you out? Big Zerk says he is out. 40. You got the heck of a helicopter award there, didn't you? Man, oh man. Let's chat it up. Let's give our good friend Zerk a round of applause. He's sitting here, not doing anything now. We saw you get a little high out there on the corner exit. It was turn 2. It looked like you came out of there and it kind of made a run at it. Kind of walk us through what was going on there, brother.
Yeah, I hit the corner a little too high. Couldn't get it down. Couldn't get a turn. So as much as I could, tried to put in a little bit of gas in it to try to get it to turn. Didn't happen, and just kind of along for the ride on that one.
Well, we know that the track can be a little bit dangerous when it comes to getting on older tires, and now these drivers are starting to feel it. Drivers like Nick Pressey, who was right there behind Patrick Gaspar, not running the same laps that he was, still trying to make it stick. Fuel mileage here, what is the average fuel mileage on your guys' view?
I think I was getting about 24 to 25, all depending on as the run went on. As you slow down, you get a little bit, maybe a half a lap here and there. So every 2 laps that you make, you get maybe a half a lap as you slow down.
Well, Harvey Abrams taking the short pit cycle here, the 9 in on pit road from 8th, so he's going to give up a spot. Cody Mckinney, biggest mover of the race, he's up 11 positions now, trying to make it stick. Man, oh man, oh man.
Try to join in here so I can watch the race down here. Just give me a second.
Alrighty, hopefully everybody's out there having a fantastic evening, and I tell you what, 17 laps in, and it does look like Gaspar, 4.8 second lead. His fall off from his best lap to his last lap was 53.33. His last lap, 55.15, coming around the backstretch here into turn number 3. Look how high he enters, and then he drops it in low out of the throttle and back into the turn, trying to put himself as high up on the wall to have the best entrance into 4 that he can. As we know that Indianapolis Motor Speedway is a big track, 2.5 miles in length, makes things interesting when it comes to not just the long run, but where they're going to be able to put their foot down when it comes to the throttle. AJ Ramirez leaving pit road now. It'll be the first truck a lap down. Randy Henshaw, looks like he came to pit road on lap 10, and then you were in on 11. Something happened. I think Randy might have just went to pit road. He might have had to leave. It looks like Henshaw 2 laps down at the moment. Man, oh man, oh man. Good little run for the drivers, and it's been a decent start. No cautions so far. Derek Schilling in on pit road. He might see him get maybe 5 or 10 seconds fixed on that. DK, your mom out there. Circle. I'm not gonna say what the emoji looks like. It's funny.
Yeah, that's my buddy Dan. He's
DK.
One of my teammates there for Sideways Motorsports. So glad to see him out there in the chat.
I appreciate everybody out in the chat. Keep the chats going and keep everything flowing. We want to hear it. We want to see it. And the more that you, the more that you interact, the better these folks look to have it. Charles Jurek went around Nick Pressey just a second ago. Eric Schilling, of course, went to pits. He entered his pit lane just a little bit ago. He's still on his pit cycle. He's going to get some of that. He's going to go ahead and get some of that damage repaired. I'm sure that was being a little bit tough. AJ Ramirez came to pit road, and right now he is going around Jurek, who's 5.7 seconds past, 5.7 seconds off of Patrick Gaspar. But last time by, Jurek was a little bit faster than Gaspar, so maybe over the course of the race, we'd get this long run. We're seeing Jurek able to kind of put together his laps and be very, very consistent here. Now that he's gotten around Patrick Gaspar, we'll take a look and see what Charles Jurek last lap was. I think he was about a 10th off. He was almost 99/100ths of a second off, as we're seeing these drivers complete their cycle, get everything ready to rock and roll. Thank you to everybody out there liking and following. Let's go back and take a look. I want to make sure that we give shout outs where credit is due. And thank you very much to everybody out there. Again, all the shares for Cody McKinney Racing, IVRL shared it out there. We shared it to the Facebook group. We shared it kind of all over the place. So thank you to everybody for doing that. Thank you to all the Twitch folks out there watching. We appreciate you. Thank you to all the folks on YouTube as well. Sorry you can't come on YouTube. I had to disable it once again because of the spam. Indianapolis Motor Speedway, 2.5 miles or 13,200 feet. 2 long straightaways, about 5/8 of a mile each. 2 short straightaways, about 1/8 of a mile each. The corners total in 1/4 of a mile each. So that's pretty hefty. Banking is 9 degrees, and that right there takes. If you were to walk it, it would take you 12 minutes to walk this racetrack. I think is what it says, or to walk the corners, the banking corners. 50 feet of is the straightaways. Across the corners are 60 feet across. Pit area is 2,175 feet. The infield acreage is 224 acres. I hunt on property that big. That's crazy. The speedway acreage, the entire speedway, 559 acres. It is absolutely a monster of a track, and you couldn't ask for a better circuit to be able to run things. We watch a whole ton of drivers, a whole slew of different types of vehicles drive these tracks. And right now, Cody McKinney, he's trying to add to his total. He's trying to pad that most laps or most positions moved, because he started 16th. He's in 13. He's in 3rd right now, up 13 positions, and he's still trying to make those moves, trying to go forward. He's catching Charles Jurek, and his last lap was very equivalent to Patrick Gaspar off about 2/100ths of a second. So we might start seeing some different things happen here. 22 laps in, not quite halfway, and we might start seeing some of those green flag pit stops. The 43 for sure is coming to pit road. Looks like Gaspar is going to come to pit road as well. Does Charles Jurek, Cody Mckinney, all those drivers try to make up time here? Looks like they are going to try to make up time here. They're going to pit with Gaspar. Jaden Gibble is not, though. The 81 is going to go around. He's got a little bit of right side damage, and Jaden trying to work his magic, try to get another lap around. Tyler Warner, he's going to be there in third. Van Scoik in, the 33 is in second. Van Scoik in the 23 is in third. Maybe these drivers try to work together. Sam Harrell, the 44, still needs to come to pit road as well. So the 44 driving the Havoline machine, he's got a little right side damage. He's trying to hold on. Hanley, the 97, well, he's still out there. He's got a little bit of right side as well. Kind of go along with the cockpit view here. See what the 97 is driving into the corners, and kind of try to see what he's got going on. He's in fifth right now. Harvey Abrams, first driver to pit road in sixth. He might have something figured out because his last lap, his best lap he ran just a few laps ago. I mean, his last lap, 57 seconds. Something that was for TJ Hanley. But Harvey Abrams ran one of his fastest laps, 54.18, comparatively to what the leaders are going to come out and run now, or what was the leaders are going to come out and run now. Here's how they come down pit road. You see him slow down, get on the brakes, try to get down to speed. There's the 97. He's working it. All right, they're working it. We're working it. Hard work, right? Harvey Abrams is going to be your race leader now as he comes around the Crown Royal number 9. Great paint scheme to be out there. If you haven't seen it, make sure that you take a look at it. Anthony, tell me about your view on the Indianapolis when it comes to the trucks. Normally we see better handling out of the Xfinity cars and the Cup cars, but in the Truck Series, what do you look forward to or count towards when it comes to these trucks?
Yeah, with these trucks and stuff, there's too much downforce, I believe, for these little itty bitty corners. I was actually looking up some of the information of the history of this place, and it shouldn't have been 4 corners, to be honest. It should have been only 2, like normal tracks have been. It should have been 3 miles, but dropped it down to a 2.5 just to put the grandstands in. And each one of these corners is a different corner that you see in NASCAR and/or NASCAR route racing. To be honest, I don't know what each one of they are. But I know one of them is Milwaukee Mile, and knowing that track, it's pretty flat. You really got to stay off these things, let these things roll through, pick your throttle back up whenever you need to. But yeah, it's a fun track. It's very, very tight, I feel. I feel like they kind of plow like dump trucks, to be honest.
Now, flat noses, the splitter drags the ground, and there's a lot going on here, and especially something going on here. The 86 trying to get around the 9 of Harvey Abrams. Harvey not making it very easy for the 86 of Patrick Gaspar, and who can blame him? So the 9's going to be side drafting with the 86 here. Going to get into a little door to door here. I do know that turn 1 here is similar to Pocono. That I do know. That I remember from a NASCAR trivia game that I had a long time ago. I wonder if like turn 2 or turn 3 are going to be the turns that make it into here. The 9 side by side with the 86. It looks like the battle for the lead is going to be right with these 2 drivers. No love lost. Maybe a little door bank because 86 got to the back bumper to let him know he was there.
Yeah, that number 9, I love that paint scheme. As he's coming out of 4 here, just kind of let him go. I believe he just kind of let him go with less tires than the 86 did, but
he's got 7 lap better tires, the 86 does. So right now, 0.8 of a second. Charles Jurek climbing the ladder, he's running some of his faster laps. Gaspar's last lap allowed some of the drivers to gain a little bit here as the 76 drives to the inside of the 95 of Keaton Swain. I do believe, a little bit up next to the wall, a little wall
Ooh,
scraper.
95 almost got the wall there.
I was going to say that was a good little wall scrape right there.
Yeah, it's hard to come off these corners side by side. You kind of almost kind of like Pocono, like you mentioned earlier. Whoever really does really well for Pocono in the actual real NASCAR series is usually the ones that do really well here in Indianapolis, and it's very hard to pass here at Indianapolis. Usually your best bets to pass are coming off the corners if you get a good run off on that car down these long straightaways and into the corner. If you kind of dive bomb it in and let it stick, that's usually the best ways to pass around here.
Gaspar 2.4 seconds over Abrams, and this will come down to the end of the race. Maybe a little bit of a 10-lap shootout at the end for the drivers that still need to come to pit road later. Harvey Abrams in second right now. I think has picked the right strategy. He started sixth, but he kind of fell back a little bit, and then was able to work his way to pit road on lap 15. And what he did, that gave him a lot of time to be able to catch back up. He forced the 22 seconds or the 40 seconds that he was on pit road. He forced that out of Gaspar, and made Gaspar actually drive around him to work for it.
Yeah, if you can try to get somebody to work for that pass, you usually waste their tires a little bit more. Get a little bit more wear, a little bit more heat into their tires. You might be able to get them on a longer run later on. But yeah, Harvey Abrams just kind of probably made it easy. Let him go. Maybe get a caution soon, or play a little bit more pit strategy here later on, and maybe get leapfrog him back over afterwards.
Well, the drivers that are going to need that little bit of help, well, here's one of them. Jurek is trying to close the distance, 53. They're running the same lap times. The problem is that when the race started, Gaspar got such a huge jump there, a huge lead. I'd say jump. He actually just drove out front, drove the fast laps that he needed to, and by doing that, he was able to extend that lead. And now all these drivers that are running the same lap times as he are having to really figure it out. And the 76 of Jurek is one of those drivers. 54 seconds flat for Gaspar, but Jurek closes the distance just a little bit. He's trying to get to the back bumper of Harvey Abrams. He was about 6.5 seconds back from Gaspar, and now finding himself about 5.8 seconds, now having to work his way around the 9.
Yeah, these guys need to be a little bit careful. These guys are teammates here. G950X, that's my teammates as well, so more than likely they're going to be nice to each other, let either one of them go by here. Yep, there you go. 9 lets them go by here going into the turn. But yeah, it looks like 76 has got some pretty good speed, really good long run speed. I know when I was practicing with these guys, he had the best truck out here. I was just sitting in the back, kind of taking a little bit of notes here and there for another race I got next week. So yeah, these guys are really good around here, especially Charles here.
Harvey Abrams in third. He's going to start looking at Keaton Swain. Cody McKinney right there to the inside. Keaton having a little bit of internet issues right there. Don't count out Cody McKinney as well. He's running faster laps than the race leader as well, so he's trying to work his way around this track, get himself that long run, kind of I wouldn't call it finagling here, but that's pretty much what he's doing. He's going to drop all the way to the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to try to clear the 95 here to get himself set up for three, but he's not going to be able to have it. 95 is going to have to get out of the brakes. He does so to cross into that low passing zone into 3. Little straightaway, and then into 4. They're rolling. They're rolling really well. Patrick Gaspar, your race leader. Pause for the cause, and vocal break for me. Appreciate you. Stick around, and we'll be right back with you. Going through the racing order here as the hydrates come in. Henshaw is going to be in 18th. He's one lap down right now. He's tracking down some drivers that are off the lead lap as well. The number 43 driving. What is he driving? What kind of paint scheme is that? Oh, I got you. Little BLM paint scheme going on there. There's the 43. James having a good day. Derek Schilling off the most positions, though. He started second. The 87 is in 16th, trying to work his way back. He's still off the lead lap, but Hanley's the driver that I'm looking at here is the 97. Little right side damage. Looks like the Indianapolis.
There was someone hit the wall right in front of 43 there.
Derek Schilling down below the apron here. Schilling looks like he's going to have the access road here, so he's going to be able to find the access road and get himself back into probably pit road. I wouldn't doubt if he went around. So 43 he came up, hit the wall. It looks like he came back down. He's going to be fine. He's going to make it to pit road. Hanley, we're talking about 97 there. He's looking 52 seconds off the race leader. Sam Harrell, the 44. 42, almost 43 seconds off the race leader. Joey McKinney up 2 spots, started 15th. He's got some right side. I think everybody's got some right side at this particular point. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people. There's the number 2 driving the Camping World truck right there, up 8 spots, started 20th. Kate Gimbel there in 12th. AJ Ramirez right where he started, the 78 Pit Viper machine. Trying to track down Mr. Van Scoik, who was 24 seconds off of the race leader. Tyler Werner, the 33. Starting to work it here. His last lap was pretty decent, so I'm looking to see if he's going to start applying the pressure, because Tyler was more than half a second faster than the race leader last time by. Jaden Gimbel, 81, right here, right behind Harvey Abrams, who looks like he might have to come to pit road here pretty soon. He's getting close to his pit window, completing 21 laps. So far, so he's right there, getting past Harvey Abrams, up 6 spots. Prosser, the 68, up 2, started 8th. Keaton Swain trying to battle for the biggest mover of the race, up 12. He's in 5th. Nick Pressey started 3rd. He's in 4th right now, and he's just kind of holding on to what he has. Cody McKinney started 16th. He's in 3rd, and he's tracking down Charles Jurek, who I thought he had at one point, but now is kind of falling back about a second. He was almost on the rear bumper not too long ago. And Patrick Gaspar, still your race leader, 6.7 seconds. But that lead has not increased as exponentially as you would think. It's been almost a battle of who's going to run the fastest lap this time.
Yeah, with him being out there, I mean, even though he's got, 7 laps, pressure tires and what second place does here. But as those tires wear, they get a little bit more even. It all depends on who's saving them. Here, this lap car is going to play a little craziness here for Gaspar here. Gets around him just fine. But yeah, as soon as they get some more laps and everything on them, they get a little closer to each other.
Dan, thanks for the like. Sarah Ba, thank you for the like. Reese, thanks for the like. And we got another like out there as well. Thank you for the likes out there, folks. Appreciate you very much. Make sure that you follow us on Signature Esports. Keep those likes and follows and goals and all that stuff. We're just trying to be everybody's best friend. Thank you for the hydrate there, Mr. Zert. I'm going to make sure that you got that completed. My SC Warriors, I love you. I always forget, occasionally hydrating is good. And I try to do the best I can. Gaspar, last time by, Jurek started catching. Harvey Abrams to pit road. He's coming in for his first green flag pit stop. I kind of want to look at the pit cycles here. Bottom right of your screen, folks. For the top 8. Gaspar currently on his 15th lap. Swain on the older tires. He's on 17. And the IVRL song is back in your head, still driving, says Reese. I love you, brother. Good to see you, Reese.
Gotta love that song.
He's still out there driving. If you have not checked out Reese, are you still streaming your drive? That's the big key there. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day, brother. I appreciate you. So Harvey Abrams coming off pit road. He's going to come out there. He will be a lap down now as I watch Charles Jurek get high off of the corner right behind him. Did he get any damage from that? Does not look like he did. Looks like he's able to hold on. So Harvey Abrams using pit strategy to his advantage. A little over halfway. Just turned it off. Guys, you got to go find Texas_Kelva, Kelva, on Twitch. He did a hot shot run here recently, here today, where he was up in Minnesota, and did you make it to Louisville, or you how far away from Louisville are you? I know you can track you. We can track you, but some of the folks out there don't know about that because they don't follow you. Yet they're going to follow you. That's what's going to happen. He shouts me out. I'm going to shout him out. Go follow him. Texas_Kelva, Kelva, V as in Victor. Go follow him on Twitch and watch what he does. They drive for a couple of series, which you'll be able to see one of those series tomorrow night with the Graham Construction Xfinity Series. But you'll be able to also see what else he is up to. He and his team. It's absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go follow him as well on Twitch. I love seeing different people making their own Twitch deals out here, trying to make their way out.
IVRL 25 to go. Gaspar out front. What I like about him is that not only does he game, but he was out there. He does a lot of just chatting kind of stuff. And his just chatting earlier was him driving his hotshot load across the world, kind of like the in real life American Truck Simulator, but he was actually physically driving. Cody Mckinney a little bit closer here, 7 seconds now off of Gaspar. I think it's starting. I think they're all starting to play a factor here. McKinney might be looking at trying to play that inside-outside move. Let's kind of look at what Cody's doing here, as he's right there.
Yeah, Cody McKinney's back in the corner of exactly what you need to do to get that good run coming off. Looks like Charles is trying to get a good bomb inside and get a good run on in there, but Cody McKinney's backing it up just what he needs to do. Saves the tires as well. Get a good run off the corner through the straightaways there, as you can see. But yeah, he's doing exactly what he needs to do at this point.
He looks like he's out of the corner, feathering in. He's getting his tires right below the yellow line. The big thing here is not getting yourself into the rumble strips. It is absolutely probably one of the hardest things to do, as you're going to see the 97 trying to get up to speed here, as he's going to let the 9 go by. The 97 of Hanley here. I was looking at what they had going on. Here is Hanley letting McKinney go by. He's got new tires. He's ready to go. He's only a lap down. Man, oh man, what do they do now? Reese says, oh, Indy in the trucks. You bet your buddy. Hanley right back where he started in 14th. Looks like he's in tire save mode at the moment. He lets out of the corner kind of early. Maybe he does have a little. He still has a little bit of that right side, so maybe that's what he's dealing with here on new tires. 23 laps to go. He's going to find himself a lap down, tracking down Keaton Swain in front of him. Man, oh man.
Yeah, Cody McKinney's starting to get back in there after trying to get around that 97 and the other lap car there. So they're going to have a good battle here. Got a few more laps. I wonder. Oh, looks like Charles hit the rumble strips there. Not the best thing to do.
And to wear those left side tires harder than a cheese grater on an acorn. You know, you give up some of that speed that you do too, because those rumble strips do slow you down. You can, if you're driving across them and not turning into them, that's one thing. But getting yourself around this track and try to stay in one piece is kind of the difficult thing. They were 7 seconds behind Gaspar. Now 6.8 is Jurek, so they're starting to work some things together here.
Yes, going across those rumble strips is not the best thing either for your drive off either. I mean, you get it pretty loose, get the truck a little bit sideways. Looks like he's coming to pit road right now.
Cade Gimbel comes to pit road. Patrick Gaspar, your race leader, coming to pit road as well. Cody Mckinney says, not so much now. I'm ready to keep rolling. Charles Jurek in on pit road. Fayetteville, West Virginia driver, but Cody McKinney, the Chesterfield, Virginia native, he is your new race leader, and he is going to try to put some distance here. I think he might have saved a little bit. I think this might be the right idea here. Get himself in and out of pit road as quickly as possible, as we watch these drivers try to do what they can. Maybe there's no way that you take 2 tires. No way.
Yeah, not at this point. You need all 4. This track eats these tires alive.
There's our person that did that. I don't know how they're getting around. I am so sorry about that, YouTube followers. There should be no way to chat on YouTube, and somehow, some way, they are doing that. So I apologize about that. I tried to catch it as quickly as possible, and that is what happens. So I probably am going to have to permanently start maybe switching some things over just to Facebook and Twitch, because I don't want to see that stuff happen. Cody McKinney into pit road. Jaden Gimbel's going to be your race leader now as the RHR Toyota Tundra works his way there. I'm a family-friendly kind of place, and YouTube is not doing so well when it comes to those kinds of things. Oh man, folks. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go to my creator dashboard here, and I'm going to fix these things. So do apologize.
Looks like Charles.
Go ahead.
Looks like Charles was able to get out right in front of Abrams here. So, and also looks like McKinney came in just now for pits. Get some nice fresh fuel goods and full fuel tank here. Gaspar here 4th. Get Jaden Gimbel's 1st here. Warner is 2nd. Van Schaik is 3rd, Gaspar is 4th, and Jurek here is 5th, your top 5. Yeah, he was able to get out in front of Abrams with that pit cycle. I don't know if he actually got 2 or if he got 4. I don't know if you were able to see that or not.
Yeah, everybody took 4 tires. The quickest guy on pit road, though, is going to be Charles Jurek here. He had a 13.18 pit stop there. Gaspar, 14.82 inside the pits, and now has the 44 in front of him. Sam Harrell came on lap 44 as well. So both of these drivers have good fresh tires, and man, oh man, those look like they're gonna enjoy that. Tina says, "Go Cody!" As Gaspar tries to drive below the 44 here, cuts the nose off, gets up into the wall. Nice little scrape. Jaden Gimbel into pit road. Tyler Warner into pit road. Van Squik still needs to come to pit road. The McDonald's 23 Goat Racing driver, he's going to come to pit road this time. And Patrick Gaspar looks like he's going to try to take over the lead here. And Tyler Warner will be the next driver closest to him, but that's going to change. Charles Jurek closing the distance down. Does look like his interval will be a lot closer than you think, 7.7 seconds. But they got in and off pit road very quickly. And barring a catastrophe, 8 seconds is a lot to lose. James, what's going on out there? Good to see you.
What's up, James?
Alrighty. So here's what, folks. I'm gonna let Zert take over for just a little bit. He'll just kind of chit chat. I'll be clicking, but I need to fix a couple of things on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, it looks like we're back to where we were. Gaspar in front, 76 here in 2nd, 9. Harvey Abrams back in 3rd, and Cody McKinney back in 4th. Looks like Cody McKinney just got around Abrams there, so back in cycle here after pit stops. So let's take a look at Mr. Harvey Abrams here, see what he's doing. Getting into 1. Just a little loose, got the rumble strips. He's really going to be wearing those left sides out big time. He stays in those rumble strips. Cody Mckinney looks like he's got some fresh tires out there now, so he's starting to move his way up through the field. He is now sitting P3. Yes, he's P3, 10 seconds behind the leader here. Looks like he's gaining pretty well. Got a lap car to deal with. Looks like the 43 goes low, lets him get around. Let's take a look at Mr. Gimbal here, number 81. See what he's got going on here. There's not much, not very many battles going on around here. I'm trying to find a good one for y'all.
Alrighty, I'm back. YouTube is about to be a done deal. I'm probably not. Folks, if you're out there watching on YouTube, make sure that you go and you give us a like on Facebook or Twitch. I'm probably going to end up not streaming on YouTube unless I'm uploading videos. So I will upload races to our YouTube channel, but I will probably... it'll probably be the re-recording or the rerun, so to speak. I will probably not be doing this anymore when it comes to the live chat, live views, because of the bots. And we've put in lots of things and invested the time in there for it, and it's realistically become an issue. And I don't like to have those things on my stream. I don't mind having fun and giving a little cuss word here and there, or a little swear, or something happens like that. But when it comes to inappropriate things, we leave that for the imagination and not for our iRacing broadcast. So I will probably stop live streaming on YouTube indefinitely until there's other moderation things.
Caden Gimbal and Ramirez almost got into it here with the 18.
I was just getting ready to. I saw it hit that right there. Joey McKinney coming around. He's got some right side there. Big right side. Man, oh man, I appreciate you, Zerk, for stepping in, looking at some of the drivers here. There's not much that's going on the race right now because it's so spread out. I mean, 9 seconds from the race leader to second place. We got a full second between Charles Jurek and Cody McKinney. Nick Pressey starting to apply some pressure, but he's in fourth. He's 14.8 seconds off of Gaspar. Harvey Abrams in fifth, having an issue there. 17 seconds the difference. Prosser, Swain, Gimbal, Werner, Van Scoik. That's going to be your top 10. 12 drivers on the lead lap. That's kind of what's surprising to me. 13 laps to go. We've ran 52, or we're running 52 this time by. Sam Harrell's the guy looking for the lucky dog here if there were to be a caution.
Yeah, I'm surprised. If you would have told me that there would be no cautions here as of right now, I don't want to do a commentator curse here now, but if you would have told me that there would have been no cautions at this point, I would have told you you're probably not in your right mind at this point. As many times as I was in practice watching these guys spin off corners and things with these new tires, as loose as they are with new tires, I would have figured that it would at least be two cautions at this point. But man, these guys are driving their hearts out, driving these trucks just right where they need to be, and being as cautious as they can around these guys on this track that's really hard to pass.
Well, the battle for second is heating up. 12 laps to go, 9.7 seconds. Side-by-side racing from the 1 to the 76. Two Fords that have been kind of around each other all night. McKinney started in 16th, now finds himself in 14th. And if it was any time to try to turn up the heat and put fire to the, what do they call it, light the fires or I don't know, spark the tires, hit the fires, I don't know, whatever it is, that's what they're going to be doing. And McKinney now stepping into the throttle. 9.8 seconds is a huge relative to make up, but we've seen worse. We've seen things work its way into the Harvey Abrams hoping for things to go his way when it comes to the green flag pit cycle. Well, Harvey Abrams coming to pit road, he's probably going to 4-tire splash and go.
Yeah, at this point, he's hoping that he gets a quick. He might actually run these outside tires if these guys have to come in and pit again. But I highly doubt that he's going to just do 2 tires. But he might take that gamble just to either possibly get a win here or get a little bit better of a position here.
Looks like he's going to take 4 tires. He might just take a splash of fuel to keep that truck light. He's going to leave pit road now. He will be the first truck 1 lap down as you watch Patrick Gaspar work his way into 4. And that'll put him ever so closely to Harvey Abrams. Sam Harrell went ahead and passed Harvey Abrams on pit road. And it does look like AJ Ramirez looking to do the same thing.
Yeah, I'm looking at the gap here, and it seems to go high as soon as he goes into the corner here, Mr. McKinney. But he gets him on the exit of the corner, which is where you need to get him, especially with these long straightaways and things. But it doesn't look like it's closing up any more than what it needs to be at this point.
Yes, Race Top Gun is the best movie. Yeah, I see what you did. There it is. That's the Gaspar, McKinney, Jurek, Pressey, Rosser. That's going to be your top 5. Maybe your lotto numbers: 86, 176, 94, 68, 81. Yeah, those are too high numbers on most of them. So there you go.
McKinney and a little bit of a bundle here with Harvey Abrams going by him with new tires in the 44 around him as well right here.
Isn't it a little bit of a pickle there? I call that that's a big pickle. That's one of those colossal dill pickles that says, nope, you better hold on. 1 to the inside of the 44. Harvey Abrams kind of went around him like they were standing still. He's still got a clean truck. Harvey looks phenomenal on the racetrack. I just think he picked a different pit cycle for the race than what we're used to. His pit strategy was that of one that you're going to start seeing him fly around. He'll catch Patrick Gaspar, who's running 55-second laps. Harvey Abrams will run 52, 53-second laps here and try to get his lap back.
Yeah, this is what Cody Mckinney looks at Harvey Abrams and says, "Can I have those tires, please, at this point, so I can catch Mr. Gaspar?"
Cody McKinney's actually Gaspar's last lap, 54.89. Cody McKinney dealing with traffic there, 55.41. That's a factor in all of this too. Once you start factoring in what these drivers are doing, and having the lap traffic there, if you can't clear lap traffic in a consistent way, that right there is dangerous for your relative, because you're not going to make up any time. All the time that he made up, and we'll take a look at the last 5 lap times from Gaspar to McKinney. McKinney made up half a second on lap 56, but lost it all to lap traffic on 57.
Yeah, when you have to mess around with a lot of cars and having that dirty air on your truck, it really slows you down and really plows your truck more. Your front end does not want to turn, so you're having to get out of the gas to get that thing turned a little bit more. It's not one of the best things, but it looks like he got through there pretty quickly. Harvey Abrams pretty much checked out, said see you later, have a good day. So he's got some decent air at this point on his truck, so we'll see what kind of lap times he should be able to make with about 87 laps to go.
7 laps to go as they come around 3 and 4 here. Another opportunity though for some lap traffic kind of battling side by side. The 78 of Ramirez there with the 18. Joey McKinney trying to work his way into turn 1. Gaspar's got to be looking ahead of himself. Harvey Abrams is flying around this track, and he is catching Ramirez 2 seconds at a time, 1.95 to be exact. And Ramirez is just going to have to, he's going to just start looking, because I'm looking at the blimp view here. Here we go. There's AJ Ramirez. There's Harvey Abrams at a 2. And, at 2 seconds looks like made up really quickly. Well, there's Harvey Abrams. There's AJ Ramirez, not even quite into 3 yet. So the battle for 10th might be in effect 6 laps to go.
Yeah, it's just crazy how new tires, how much it shows on this kind of a track with these old tires and things. It's just like you've been shot out like a rocket ship.
Harvey Abrams' last lap was his fastest lap of the race, 53.30, and this time by 53.86. He's still AJ Ramirez by 2.04 seconds. Or I'm sorry, 2.02 seconds is what he just gained on AJ Ramirez, and that's with traffic there in front of him. And so that'll be the race here. Patrick Gaspar has checked the H out and is 8.8 seconds over McKinney. Now, I will tell you that that relative has shrank by almost, over the last 3 laps, almost a full second. And I know that has a lot to do with lap traffic, but with 5 laps to go, barring any kind of catastrophe, you could see that relative decrease by another second and a half. But I don't think it's enough unless something happens to the 86. The 86 looks like he's pretty much going to walk away with this one.
I'm in the chat here with the other drivers, and they're trying to say that they have debris on the backstretch here, just getting caution thrown out here. But I don't think NASCAR is going to be able to listen to this one at, what, 4 to go here?
Yeah, 4 laps to go. A lot of lap traffic in front of him, though. AJ Ramirez being that driver that's right there. We'll see what kind of turn he's going to be able to do. I think he's going to go ahead and let the 86 go by. 86 to the inside. Does look like he's going to go ahead and do that. Gaspar, high side. Going to lose a little bit of ground. Here's what the front stretch looks like. Absolutely, Reese. I'll give you a call afterwards. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, this track is just really, really unique. It's fun. I love seeing the stands on both sides down the front stretch. It just gives you that fun vibe of, you know, everyone watching you like it should. I've been there 9 to 10 times. I can't even count, to be honest. When I was little, my dad used to take me all the time, and one of my most fondest memories and everything with going there with my father, having probably three or four Indy 500 races and about 6 or so Brickyard 400. So it's a very fun track. It's fun to be there. It's very lively. It's just awesome. Indianapolis
Raceway, part of the series that we like. Growing up in parts of Illinois, being able to go to Indy was a great time. Harvey Abrams looks like he's going to apply the pressure to the 86. He almost ran the 86 up the track a little bit. The 2 there to the inside of the 9, but those fresh tires for the 9 truck here might get himself right to the back bumper of the 86. 86 a little into the wall there.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, there's some that was some bad. I don't know if there's bad words going there. He might be starting to see some folks here. Gimbel and Abrams. Now Abrams is giving up some positions here. He's going to drive to the corner inside. I don't know. I don't think that was Harvey's fault. I think Harvey was just trying to get in the corner. He's got some fresh tires, just letting these guys go by. Gaspar now, 2 laps to go, 6 seconds the difference. He's fallen pretty hard. Something's got to be something happening with that truck, because McKinney is now 5.7 seconds. White flag's going to wave. Is he just going to let these guys battle out and take his time?
Yeah, he's just going to let these guys go. There's no reason to kind of battle these guys with a 5-second lead last lap. So the only reason why he fell back that far was just because he's trying to get these guys to buy him, and nothing happening here. So yeah, with Harvey Abrams, he just drove it in too far, I think, and didn't realize how much Gaspar was going to let off the gas between him and his tires that he has. So I don't think that was an intentional deal. I think it was just more or less just him trying to get out of it, and didn't know how fast he was going compared to Mr. Gaspar there.
White flag waved. A couple of more turns. There's still a battle going on for the 9th and or the 10th and 11th position here. Gaspar's going to drive it low. He's going to be able to compete. And as he crosses the start-finish line, he's going to have the 2 a lap down. So Gimbel will finish in 11th. Ramirez will finish in 12th. Harvey Abrams will finish on the lead lap. He still has to complete that lap. He's going to go around. Keaton Swain looks like he might just finish in 9th. But Patrick Gaspar is going to be your race winner here. And a dominating race. And there at the end, just like, you know what, I need to keep this out of the wall, keep myself clean, and he does so. Great race for these drivers.
Yeah, he's got to keep it clean to have a nice little photo shoot at the end there with that win.
Hey, he's got a little on there, just a little one. It's a little dent.
Well, you got to show a little bit, actually show that you've done something on the track. Can't keep it clean all the time.
Besides lead every lap. That's
yeah, it's true.
All right, it was a great race. He started exactly where he finished, and he did a phenomenal job doing so, folks. They're going to end it up. It looks like Jurek will finish third. Pressey, Prosser, those drivers still trying to make it work. Hard to burn out here, so he's going to have to. Oh man, made me nervous. Definitely made me nervous. There's still drivers that haven't finished yet.
A little tight squeeze there, trying to get those donuts made in there.
He needs to let. I don't think all the drivers have finished yet. He needs to let the drivers finish. Somebody hasn't finished yet because there it is. Now the race was. I think he did it during pit road.
I think he's just waiting on a nice little T-bone there at the end,
Yeah, that's what it is. Gaspar, McKinney, Jurek is going to be your top three. Pressey, Prosser, Gimbel, Werner, Van Scoik, Abrams, and Swain. Then the 2, 78, 44, 97, 18, 43, and the 12. All those drivers there. Derek Schilling finishes 32 laps down. Starting way out there. $25 donation to Pinkett Ford because Goat Racing is the guy that does that. Charles Jurek gives himself. He makes sure to let you guys know that it's inside the top 525. Is it $50 for a win or something like that? Something like that. I can't remember what it is. He's trying to get people to match that. So get out there and do that. Please get out there and do that. It's a great organization. Anthony Zirkle, you finish 54 laps down 19. George Duell had an issue. What happened with George? I don't even know what happened with George there.
He had an incoming packet loss, so I think the game decided to go ahead and delete him out of there.
They all F4'd it for him. That's a shame.
Yep.
All righty, the 86 is going to be your race winner here. Let's give a little chit chat with him. Little shitty chat. As soon as my stuff works, Pat, walk me through that demanding / dominating / what in the world, man? You checked out.
Sunday drive, I guess.
That's what it was, a Monday drive.
No, I mean, Indy's always been good to me. I just, for some reason, I have a knack of getting around this place. Doesn't matter, trucks, Xfinity, Cup cars. I've always had good luck here.
I tell you what, it was not a bad race. I mean, when it started and those guys were trying to track you down, trying to chase you down, trying to figure out what strategy to try to either come in early or try to be a lap ahead of you, but most of them came in exactly when you did, trying to make up time on pit road. And there at the end, we watched you just let those guys battle it out in front of you. And I think that was a smart. You were coming to the white flag. If something had happened to you there, caution comes out. That's the end of your race.
I mean, honestly, I was more worried about Harvey Abrams in our Cup Series for IVRL. I kind of got into him with 2 to go at Indy. It's his home track, so he was a little upset. So I was trying to give him plenty of room, and he tried to get into me. So I was more worried about him than anybody else during the race.
Yeah, Harvey was racing you hard on brand new tires there. It was good. It looked like you guys had plenty of room. I think you guys probably gave each other too much room there on that last lap.
Yeah, last lap. I mean, I just kind of got on the brakes, and I had a big enough lead where I felt comfortable just letting off about half straight and just let him go.
Yeah, man. It looked like a great race, and it looked like you had a ton of fun. Well, congratulations on a race win here, and we'll be updating the statistics for next week. And moving on, and you guys are going to be at Darlington next week. Walk us through what you think is going to happen there.
I mean, a lot of trucks going to be banging the wall down, that's for sure. It's just a matter of keeping the truck off the wall as much as possible. And I think next week you're going to see a lot more pit strategy coming into play as tires get worn out a lot quicker at that track.
Yeah, the Darlington Stripe, the lady in black, she's ready to put herself out there. Patrick, congratulations on the race win here, and give your shout outs out there, my friend.
Shout out to my wife. Shout out to Allied Auto Works. Might have a potential real world sponsor for next year for dirt racing on my local track. I don't want to spoil anything yet, but I'll definitely keep you guys posted as far as what's going on in real world.
Uh-huh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to hear about this. It's going to be awesome. All right, Pat, we'll see you next week at Darlington. Congratulations once again, and it was a ton of fun.
Sounds good. Have a great night.
You too, Patrick Gaspar, your race winner there. And I think everybody else is kind of checked out. Charles, I see your truck there, buddy. What a great little race you had. Look at that truck. Look at that Fallout 76 truck right there. It's pretty.
You just gotta love that paint scheme.
I do. I truly do. Let's tell. Hey, there he is. Charles Jurek's going to be your P3 finisher, and we are looking at his truck right smack dab in the middle of the screen right there. Tell me about your race. You and Cody trying to catch Pat there. Walk us through what was going on, man.
Yeah, trying to catch him. Yeah, good luck. I knew pretty much the whole battle for me was going to be trying to stay ahead of Cody. And that last stop, I took 2 tires.
Oh.
It was a little skatey there until we got to about 10 to go, but by that time Cody was gone. I couldn't catch him.
I wonder, I looked at your pit stop, and it was about a second off everybody's else. I was like, man, that was a fast pit stop, 13.18. Everybody else was about a second and a half slower. It looked like it was working for you. I thought for sure you took 4 tires there, but hey, you know what? It worked out. You still finished third, and you were able to hold off a whole bunch of other drivers in the meantime.
Yeah, it was tough. It was real tough. Especially coming out of turn 2 and turn 4, is constantly getting sideways. Have to chase it.
Well, it looked like it was still a ton of fun. Indy always a blast whenever you can get out there and have a green to green race. It's sometimes difficult. Sometimes you want a caution right in the middle, but this time it didn't work out for you. So it worked out that you finished third, and big congratulations to you on that. You in that Fallout World 76. I still love that truck. And it's hunting season. You got a little camo behind it. I'm digging it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to change it since the spooky scorched are gone. I'm going to have to figure out what they got going on in Fallout now.
Yeah, well, I like the camo, so you can keep that. All right, brother. Give your shout outs out there, and I always appreciate you very much.
Oh, just Harvey, being Harvey, trying to hold up Patrick. He was trying.
You know what?
He was trying.
He did a pretty decent job at it, right?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, thanks for all the new likes out there. Appreciate you very much. We got a ton of people out there liking our stream. Thank you very much. I tell you what, Charles, we get Darlington next week. I think you got something for that short track racing.
Yeah, considering the last time when I had a 0x the entire race and won the race, I don't know about this time around. Might be a different story, but
I was gonna say I knew this track was coming up, and I went back and looked, and that's why I was like, oh yeah, hold on real quick. So, all right, brother. Well, we'll see you next week. I look forward to it, of course, and we appreciate you very much, man.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Charles Jurek finishes in third, and he was the one that came and played Phasmophobia with me the other day. Frank, thanks for the like out there. Appreciate you. Oh man. All right. Where's well, we got one more. Oh, Harvey says horrible pit strategy, but the wall saved a caution at the end. You know what, Harvey? I would have tried your pit strategy. I would have been the one that was on your pit strategy. Might have stretched it maybe a lap or two longer in the first stint, but dude, I would have tried. I would have been the one that was trying your pit strategy. So congrats on that. and we appreciate you for sure. Alrighty, is Cody around? I don't think Cody's around. I think he might be dealing with is he dealing with admin stuff? I wanted to see if he was still in his room real quick. Let me double check and see. He is not. All right, folks. I think that's yeah. I think that's exactly it there, Harvey. I think you're absolutely right. A couple of more laps, and I think you would have been pretty darn close to that. So, folks, big congratulations to the race winner. Thank you for sticking around, Mr. Zirkle. I appreciate you very much for doing what you do and being a part of the race over here with me.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. Appreciate you as well. As many different ones that you do that I'm in. You always do a great job.
I try to keep up on everybody's stuff. Manish, thank you very much. Frank, follow Socorro, give us a like. George, give us a like. James, give us a like. Reese, man, everybody's giving us likes out there. I appreciate you. Excuse me. I feel like my chest is giving myself a little bit of love. Thank you very much to everybody out there for all the likes, follows. Make sure you do so. Facebook and Twitch, and you can give us a like, give us a follow on YouTube as well. Subscribe out there on YouTube. Like I said, I'm probably going to stop streaming on YouTube until I can figure out what is absolutely going on with that. Until they fix the ability to moderate that better, where I can turn the comments off completely. I don't want folks to see that kind of stuff on my stream. So, and I want to be able to keep the comments on because these drivers go back and they watch this and see what you folks say. So, keep it on Facebook and Twitch. We'll keep rocking that out there. Thank you very much to everybody out there. We appreciate you. And of course, and always, I always say it at the end of my broadcast because you never know what's going to happen today. So live today like it is tomorrow. If I don't see you, well, have a good afternoon, good evening, and a good morning.